Alright, good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. Today, I'm going to be covering the new premium Tier 9 heavy cruiser, the Tianjin. It's a Chinese heavy cruiser. It, of course, looks like Riga, because it is pretty much almost the same as Riga. It does have a bit of differences, which we'll compare and contrast, etc. If you really want to see a Riga game first or after this video is done, I'll leave a link to the video I uploaded literally just yesterday, because I literally uploaded a Riga review yesterday. So those of you guys who want to see what the differences are between Tianjin and Riga, you can see the Riga video. It's literally my last uploaded video before this video, so you can easily find it, or just type Riga MalteseKnight, you can find it too. But anyway, so if you just want watch the Tianjin one, here it is. So this is a Tianjin Chinese ship. Anyway, so let's start off with the armor layout. Before we do, actually, let me talk about the price of the Tianjin. It is either available for 19,300 doubloons or 1 in 54 random bundles. So I mean, I don't know, it's up to you. I mean, yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna stay in the premium shop at 19,300 doubloons. Let's see if it's any good or not. So anyway, so armor layout, let's start off with that. It has 25mm nose armor, 35 side, 40 deck, and 40 icebreaker, and then it has 25 aft. I actually want to take a look at Riga again, because since yesterday I actually kind of like forgot what it is armor wise. So if we take a look at Riga's deck, Riga's deck's actually 35. Now, the difference with that is, like, I think the only ships that can overmatch you are like Satsuma, Shikishima, Incomparable. All these ships can overmatch Riga's deck, but they can't overmatch Tianjin's deck, just for your information. So Tianjin does have a better deck. If we take a look at the Citadel, it looks pretty much identical to that of Riga. Yeah, it is identical to that of Riga. So there you go. So it does sit above the water, so you have to be careful when you show full broadside. Similarly to, for example, something like Moskva, which is a more common ship, I guess. If you show full broadside, you will get Citadel, because the Citadel sits above the water. It's not like something like Petro, where, it's hard to Citadel or something. Anyway, let's take a look at my commander build that I'm going to be running. So I'm running Gunfeeder, Grease the Gears, Eye in the Sky, and I'll explain why soon. Superintendent, Survivability Expert, Concealment Expert, Adrenaline Rush, and Top Grade Gunner. In terms of my equipment, I'm running Main Battery Mod 3, which is Reload Mod, Concealment System Mod 1, Prop Mod 1, Aiming System Mod 1, Hydro Search Mod 1, and Spotting Aircraft Mod 1. The reason we're running Spotter Plane here is because you don't have, unlike the Riga for example, you don't have the availability of radar, so the radar is removed, which could be a big issue for a lot of you. Of course, radar is pretty cool to have. But as you can see, you do get a spotter plane instead. And it's not just a normal spotter plane. It gives you, of course, 10% extra range. But it also buffs your dispersion by 10%. Now, of course, Riga could run spotter plane, which gives you 20% extra range. But, well, in the case of Tianjin, it's just 10% extra range and 10% better dispersion, so you're getting slightly better dispersion as well. Anyway, so for the camouflage, you have a 1 tint camo, which I don't really like, but it is what it is. So obviously you can run Pan-Asian colors, which I think look really good actually, compared to the Soviet ones. But the perma camo itself is a single tone color perma camo, so that's not too cool. I'm gonna cover the ship characteristics right now. So if you want to skip straight the gameplay of the Tianjin, you can skip. I'll keep the video chaptered for you guys. You come down to the search bar and you can skip the gameplay straight away. Actually, before we showcase the stats, I want to actually build up a Riga here. If you know, for those of you guys who aren't going to watch the other video of Riga as well. So just to showcase a bit of the raw statistics. Like I said, if you want to skip straight the gameplay, you can do so right now. No problem. But I want to build a Riga up here, so we have a similar build, just to compare the two. Look at us, guys. We're building ships very fast. Look at that. Boom. Similar build. It's a build I ran in yesterday's video, I believe. And okay, we'll put a perma cam on it anyway. Okay, so Tianjin survivability, we have 54,550. which compared to Riga is the same torpedo damage reduction. Main guns, Tianjin has a 13.2 second reload with 154 meter maximum dispersion and 19.3 kilometer gun range. It has a 6k AP alpha and 3k HE alpha. The initial velocity is 995. If we look at the ones on Riga, as we can see, the shells are actually slightly slower on Riga. They go 965 instead of 995. The shells on Riga do reload 1 second faster, but they also have 1.3 kilometer worse range. And the dispersion is also worse on Riga at 18 kilometers than it is on Tianjin at 19.3. So Tianjin, I believe, does keep normal cruiser dispersion, maybe? I think so. I think it does still have improved AP angles as well, like the Riga. Maneuverability, 35.2 knots. That's the exact same as Riga, by the way. It does have a worse rudder shift time than Riga by 2 seconds, but the same turning circle radius. Concealment is the exact same at 12.1. So the stats are almost pretty much identical. From what I can tell though, from just looking at the ship statistics, like just from face value, is the Tianjin wants to play at longer ranges than the Riga does because of its extra range, the spotter plane, and the better dispersion that it has, etc. And you also have better armor, so you could actually play it close anyway if you want, but it seems like it's gonna do pretty well at longer ranges when compared to something like a Riga. And you also have worse reload than Riga, which means in closer range situations you might do a bit worse. And the shell velocity is also faster on the Tianjin than it is on the Riga. It also has higher AP alpha actually. But that's pretty much it for the Tianjin's ship characteristics. Let's go into our game in the Tianjin. Alright, so here we are on Sea of Fortune. I don't know why I said fortune like that, but it's fortune. Anyway, so we have Yorktown as carrier on the enemy team. We have a tier 7 game, which is really good actually for our game in Tianjin here. I'm going to go C cap because that's where we spawned. Actually, I want to be between C and B because hopefully we can use our longer range to try get crossfires or something from the middle of the map. Anyway, there's a bounty, it looks like, in the game Kitakazi. I don't care because I'm on a press account. So yeah, so Tianjin here. I'm going to go towards BC. I'm going to skip this part so we can actually see some gameplay. Alright, looks like there's a Bismarck spotted. I'm actually going to engage spotter plane here and start shooting him. Now the thing with the spotter plane you must know is it does give you better dispersion. It doesn't give you as much range as, for example, normal spotter planes on cruisers. Normal spotter planes give you 20%. This one gives you 10%. But it gives you 10% extra dispersion or better dispersion. So in this case we can farm the Bismarck a bit. What's nice about this is obviously we get better dispersion. I think that's the best part about the spotter plane. Less so about the range. I think the range isn't that good, like increase obviously. It's only 10% when compared to, for example, 20%, but it's okay. You also have better stock range than a lot of cruisers at the tier, so that really doesn't matter about the 10% range increase, to be honest. Now we are pre-kited, and as we know, Riga firing angles when pre-kited are really bad. So let's try take a look at these. These aren't that bad actually. We citadel the shores there. These aren't as bad as Riga, it seems. I'm not 100% sure because I don't know them exactly on Riga, but on Riga they're really bad, so that's all I know. So this might be better suited towards the kiting playstyle as well because of that. But it's less so about the gun angles and more like how the ship is designed, right? With the spotter plane in mind, with the better dispersion at longer ranges in mind, etc. I do believe Tianjin does still retain the improved AP angles that Riga has, but I can't promise you 100% because I don't know. But I think it does. Let me know in the comments, of course. And then I'll pin the comment, whoever corrects me if I'm wrong or corrects me if I'm right, whatever, I'll pin it. Anyway, so we want to try and just output some damage on these ships right now. It's really not much work, guys. I was talking about this in the Riga video yesterday. For those of you who don't know or skipped the start of the game, I recorded a whole video on Riga yesterday because the main reason I wanted to record a Riga video was to allow you guys to kind of compare and contrast the Riga and the Tianjin one day after another. So if you really want to watch some Riga gameplay, Even if you just want to watch some Riga gameplay, I posted a whole review on Riga, live commentary like this one is, yesterday. So you can just take a look at that one as well. It's quite a short video, so it shouldn't be too long to watch as well if you want to watch it after or before this, whatever. I wouldn't watch it before this since you're already watching this, but up to you, you can do whatever you want. Now it does seem like we got a double citadel on the shores. We are kind of having a nice time against him. It is a shores though, it's a tier 7 cruiser against a tier 9 Riga style cruiser. With better dispersion at longer ranges actually, so obviously he's going to be suffering a bit. Boom. That's that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it really. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna try do some damage to the Bismarck. Oh, Yorktown spotted, but we're not in range. I can't really do anything. Ooh, Missouri. I'm actually gonna spotter plane so we can see well over the island. Since we have 7 spotter planes, we should be using them on, not on cooldown, guys, not on cooldown, but we should be using a lot of them all the time, or at least not all the time, but like a lot of the time, because the game might actually just end before we get to use all 8, to be honest. So sometimes you want to just spam them out, especially when things are at longer ranges, because you want to be getting that extra bonus. And oh, of course, you shouldn't only use the spotter plane against targets at long range, guys. Remember, you get 10% better dispersion regardless of the range. So even if you're at a close range situation and you're about to die or something, use your spotter plane. You get 10% dispersion in that engagement, which is gonna help you kill the target, whatever it may be. Since there's no destroyer here, I can play quite aggressive. I don't want to die, of course, to the Sinop, because I am going to be broadside to the Sinop when I make this maneuver here. But I think we should be relatively safe doing this maneuver. Now, their team is killing a bit of our team, but we do need it a bit because we have all the caps. And it doesn't seem like the enemy team is going to be contesting any caps anytime soon. So we want to be, well, losing a few ships. Maybe not all our ships, because we don't want to make it too hard to come back. But we do want to lose a bit of ships. Now, we do need spotting. We're not able to spot because our Kitakaze is quite low. So we can't really do the spotting himself right now. Well, he can because there's no destroyer on the flank. But it's okay. It seems like the enemy team is getting spotted themselves. Don't want to die, so we're going to try angle ourselves better. The York does die on our team. That's okay. Have to be careful of that Michelangelo Zara sap. I forgot if Michelangelo has a... No, it does have AP, I'm pretty sure. So if we're full broadside to it, he can kind of walk over our forehead. So we shouldn't be playing too risky against him. That's why I'm pre-kited here. That's why I'm going to run away right now, actually, and get a heal off. Because I don't want to risk myself too much. Now, the HE at longer ranges on Tianjin compared to, for example, something like Riga, even though you do not have better HE alpha than Riga, you have better HE shell travel time, and you have, of course, better dispersion. That means you're gonna land more HE shells on average, which means you're gonna end up getting more damage on average, right? Which is good. Which is good. I actually prefer something like this playstyle wise compared to something like Riga. So this is something I probably play over a Riga personally. But Riga isn't bad, actually. I was playing it yesterday. We had a pretty good game in it. I actually want to play both of these things on stream now. Whenever the NDA drops, which is when you're watching this video, I'll be streaming the Tianjin and the Riga on my stream, etc. So if you want, you can tune in. I'll leave a link in the description so you can watch me live. You can also ask questions, etc. about the ship, or about me, or whatever you want. And we can just have a discussion about what I think of the ship. I'll obviously play it more on stream, etc. But I actually had a really good game last patch in it. It was around... It was a really good game. But I don't think I can showcase it because I was still in NDA. So I couldn't really share. But it was a good game. And they haven't changed the ship since. So I actually quite like the ship, how it is. This one. I like how the spotter plane works. I actually like that the cooldown is short. I don't like that the duration is short, but you can't really do anything about it. We will... One second, sorry, I was getting a phone call. We will wait here patiently. Our team is dying, which is giving us a good chance to actually recover damage-wise. But the problem is we might lose the game. I have to say, it is likely we lose this game. But, I mean... I don't know. I don't know. It really depends how the Zara plays. It really depends. Because if the Zara goes full broadside to me right here, right now, we might actually have a solid chance of winning. If he doesn't, though, then GG. Let's see. Oh my god. The second he comes out broadside, he's dark. Guys. Guys, come on, guys. Really? Okay, he's in smoke, though. Fair to him. Oh, he shot, though, so he got spotted anyway. Now, there are torps, Kitakaze torps in the water. He's a bit panicked right now. Maybe he overturns into one. Ooh! No. He dodged. I'm actually going to switch to AP because he's... Oi! Going full broadside? No way! He's going full broadside. Why? No way. What? He's dark. No way. There's a lot of no ways, guys. Boom! 1 Citadel, 6 over pen. That's so bad. But it's okay. We did blind shoot him there, so can't really expect much. He's here. If I were to guess. Oh, I missed! He is torping us, but we have Hydro enabled, so it doesn't matter. Hopefully our Zara and Drake handles him. I might actually go on Michelangelo here, because he is also relatively broadside. Okay, Zara dies. That's really good from our Drake. Now we need to try focus this Michelangelo. I might actually use a spotter plane to get a better dispersion on him. I'm gonna just wait here, actually. There he is. We should have used spotter plane there, but I didn't. I'm actually gonna use it now. It's 8k salvo. If we can get consistent 8k salvos, I want to Citadel him if possible. No, he's angling now, so I don't think we're gonna do much. Wait, he's dark? Oh, he has fuel smoke. I completely forgot Michelangelo has fuel smoke. Okay, that's okay. He has torps too, I think. I don't know if they're... I don't think they're 13.5 kilometer range. I would go on the Duke... Sorry. I would go on the Duke of York here, but I don't think I need to. Bismarck will die on the enemy team, it looks like. Our carrier is in a super aggressive position, which I don't think is a good idea. Because I think he will die. But it is what it is. I don't think we'll win this game at all. I need to start playing maybe aggressive. Maybe? I don't know where though. I think Duke of York would be the first target we should go on. We need to be careful of this Michelangelo, because if we go full broadside to him, we do die. I think he's gonna come out of smoke very soon. But maybe we should switch to Duke of York. Hello, Michelangelo. I'm gonna switch to Duke of York so we can actually get some kills here. Because even though we're gonna guaranteed lose this game. We're gonna guaranteed lose this game. 14k there on Michelangelo. Guaranteed lose this game. I want to try output as much damage as possible. So for one, we get as much kills as possible, so we keep the game as close as possible. Because we don't want to just lose straight up. We want to, of course, keep the game close. Maybe we could win if we just keep killing ships. Which is unlikely. I don't know why the Drake is still reversing, to be honest. He's making himself an easier target when he reverses. Because even though he's getting further away from the enemy, he's moving slower than he would be when going forward. Which means the enemy team can predict his movement much easier than if he was going backwards. Sorry, if he was going forwards. Anyway, let's go on the Hipper here. Up to 133k damage. We're not doing too badly, but we are losing. I don't see how we're gonna recover this. Now, for example, if we were in a ship like Riga, we could go in and radar the B cap or something. But we actually couldn't, because there's a sin up there on my broadside. But we could theoretically radar the Kitakaze and have a better chance of winning the game. But in this case, we don't really have that ability because we don't have radar on the Tianjin. We do have spotter plane instead. So what I'm gonna try to do is kill the Hipper first. And when I kill the Hipper, that eliminates the crossfire completely here. So I can turn in, potentially, and run at the Sinop, the Drake, etc. I don't think we're gonna win. This is all like extra planning for no reason. But I would like to try my best to at least kill the Hipper, give us some more time. That's pretty much it, really. I did predict that we were gonna lose too many ships, though, at the start. Well, not at the start, but in the middle of the game, I was like, if we have all the caps, we might actually lose the ships. Which could be good for damage, yes. But it might not be that good for winning the game. But at least it gives us more time to showcase the Tianjin's actual strengths and weaknesses in one game, for example. So there is a full HP Misery, by the way. Not half HP. Not 20k HP. Full HP Missouri. Which is really bad for us. So I'm gonna try focus out the Synop first. And then gonna run maybe at the Missouri. I don't know if I beat a Missouri in a 1v1. Especially if there's a CV in the game. But we'll try our best. Let's kill the Synop. Give our team some extra time. Slightly. Just slightly. Every bit helps, guys. If we can get more kills for our team, we extend the game as much as possible. Even though we might not win, we get the game as close as possible. To farm as much damage as possible, for example. Or just even give ourselves a chance at winning. I'm not saying we're gonna have a chance at winning this game. At all. Because I don't think we are. But at least the game is closer than expected. Now we're up to 162k damage. Top grade gunner is activated now because we are close enough to the Missouri, who's in our concealment. I would say my life goal here would be 200k damage, but I can't promise you we're gonna get that because I don't know. It depends on this engagement with the Missouri. I am isolating myself against, for example, the Missouri instead of fighting the other ships as well, which is important in this situation. Oh, looks like he's going full broadside. Let's use our spotter plane. We get one quick salvo with 10% better dispersion at closer ranges. Let's see. No citadel. Did I shoot HE? No, I didn't. I was like, I got a fire. I thought I shot HE. I didn't shoot HE. It was just a secondary fire. Well, he's actually giving us a solid chance here by going full broadside. Sadly, I can't citadel him under his smokestacks. But maybe we can shoot under rear gun. Perfect. Not really, actually. We have to shoot a bit to the front. I'm the last hope. That's okay. Oh, I am going full broadside. We shouldn't be using our third gun because that actually risks us dying. Now we're showing our citadel. And I think if he shoots well here, he does kill me. We do get the 200k damage, which I kind of wanted. I'm trying to turn into him really fast. He missed the salvo. Luckily, I do not have hydro right now, so I can't really see where the Drake is going. But I have spotter plane in 8 seconds. I'm sorry I'm speaking really fast. I am panicking right now, guys, to be honest, because I do want some more damage. I'm gonna use spotter plane so we know if the Drake's going behind or in front of us. Get 10% better dispersion too on the Missouri for 1 or 2 salvos. Oh no, we're gonna let him live on really low HP. The Drake's behind us. Uh-oh. We need to turn into the Missouri really fast. No, I died. So what I had to do there in that situation is turn into the Missouri instead of using my rear gun. But it's okay. Looks like we got 229k damage this game, which is really good, to be honest. Sadly, we did end up losing the game, but let's take a look at the score. Alright, so we ended up doing 229k damage in the Tianjin here, 234 shell hits, 8 fires, 6 citadels, 5 kills. Not too bad. Team score, we got 1.5k base XP. Detailed, which isn't too bad, I guess. We're gonna compliment their Kitakazi for getting top of the team. Detailed report. We got 72k on the Missouri, 31k on the Shores, Duke of York 20k, Hipper 18k, Sinop 15k, Michelangelo 34k, 13k on Bismarck, and 12k on Drake, and 9k on Zara. We got a lot of damage on a lot of ships. Majority damage came from the actual AP, by the way. We said 8 fires. But they only caused 11k damage because they were mostly single fire DCPs. So imagine the amount of damage we would have got if they weren't single fire DCPs. 81k damage received. We did die there. We played really bad at the end, I guess, because we showed full broadside. We ended up getting 721,000 credits, 5k XP, 500 free XP, and 5.2 thousand commander XP. So for my commander build, once again, I'm running Grease the Gears, Gun Feeder, Eye in the Sky, Superintendent, Survivability Expert, Concealment Expert, Adrenaline Rush, and Top Grade Gunner. So that's not too bad. We also are running main Battery Mod 3, Concealment System Mod 1, Prop Mod 1, Aiming System Mod 1, Hydro Search Mod 1, and Spotting Aircraft Mod 1. I do think this is probably the best build you can run on the Tianjin. You could potentially remove Survivability Expert and take heavy AP shells for 5% extra AP damage if you really want. You can do kind of that. Or if you really want to be excessive, you could play the heavy HE build because your armor is really good, etc. But I don't really recommend anyone does that. because the concealment's really good, you should use the advantage of the ship. Even though you are playing longer ranges, in some games maybe you want to go dark and you won't be allowed. You are, at the end of the day, a tier 9 cruiser. Therefore, you get to play against super ships. So you must be really careful in that regard. But that is the Tianjin, of course. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. It was pretty fun, I have to say. In terms of what I think of the ship, I actually really like the ship personally, because it is my playstyle compared to something, for example, like Riga. I showcased Riga yesterday, like I said in the video. I'll leave the video to Riga in the description of the video. Make sure to take a look at it if you really want to compare Tianjin and Riga. The price of the ship, though, 19.3. So I do personally like the ship, but the price of the ship is a bit expensive. Now, of course, it's the same price as every other tier 9 premium ship or whatever, but other premium ships are available for other currencies, right? Tianjin won't be available for other currencies. So it'll be available like Azuma, Aegir, Carnot, Tulsa, and Dalian. Actually, are those available for other currencies? No. No, yeah, they are, I think. Maybe. I don't, guys. Dalian isn't actually. Dalian, so it'll be like Dalian, I guess. I guess these Pan-Asians are doubloon only, guys. Clueless. In terms of, is it worth it? I mean, personally, I don't think you need to buy a Tianjin, to be honest. You can just play Riga, which is quite similar. And it also has strengths when compared to Tianjin. Tianjin, you will only play it if you want to play a longer range version of the Riga. I still, personally, if I were to play one, since I have both, I will personally play the Tianjin because of the playstyle it offers. And I prefer it. But you don't have to spend the doubloons to play something like this. You can play the Riga, which is quite similar, and you also have a radar attached, so that could actually be more useful actually in situations. But that's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you in the next video. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like and a comment, and maybe even share the video. It will help out my channel a lot. As you know, my channel is maybe a bit smaller than others, so it needs a bit of help in the algorithm, guys. So if you can comment, like, subscribe, and share the video, I would greatly appreciate it. That's pretty much it, guys. If you want to see another video in any other ship, of course, Sicilia got released on NDA as well, so I can play it, Sicilia. So if you want to see a video on that, let me know. Or if you want to see a video on any other ship, just let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next video. Big fan.